Hi, I'm Jessica Mashburn, the lady in OK Lady Canine Training. I received an email from a potential client yesterday. She wanted to know if I could train her 9-week-old puppy. The problem with that is I don't usually start training puppies until they're about 16 weeks of age, and the reason for that is because they just have a harder time grasping concepts until they're the right age. She did want to know what she could be doing with her puppy in the meantime, and I told her that the best thing to do is just to potty train her puppy, crate train her puppy, and just make sure that it doesn't do any unwanted behaviors, things like nipping, biting, stuff like that. So while I had it fresh on my mind, I wanted to go ahead and give you some tips on how to potty train your puppy. The first thing I do when I bring a puppy home is I take it outside to the spot where I want it to go to the bathroom. If they go to the bathroom, that's great. If they don't, that's okay too. As soon as they were finished out there, I bring them inside and put them directly into their crate. Now, a plastic crate is just fine if you want to use one. I have nothing against them, but I do use wire crates, and the reason why I use wire crates is because they normally come with a divider. So this is what the divider looks like. Oops. And this divider you can put anywhere in the kennel and make the area where the puppy will be staying just as big or as small as you would like. The area that I section out for the puppy, I want to be about big enough so that the puppy can stand up, turn around, and lie down. Nothing more than that. This area is just a place for sleeping, nothing more. You want your puppy to get used to sleeping in the kennel. You want your puppy to be calm in the kennel, and this is one of the best ways to do that. Also, a puppy will not go to the bathroom in the place where it sleeps if it can help it. If there's an emergency and it has to go, it will. But puppies are smart. They know that it is uncomfortable to sleep in their own feces and urine. So once we have accomplished all of this, I take the puppy out probably about once an hour. So I would take the puppy out. If it goes to the bathroom, fantastic. Its reward is playtime. And we play for, depending on the size of your puppy, how big its bladder is, 10 to 20 minutes. After we're finished playing, it goes back in its kennel. Now the thing to remember about playtime, hold on one moment, I'm sorry. Marvel 9, flats. Good boy. The thing to remember about playtime is that it has to be 100% supervised. If it's unsupervised at all, the puppy can have time to go to the bathroom on the floor, and you just repeat the process. You have to start all over with the housebreaking. If the puppy gets used to pottying in the house without a correction, then it sees it as an acceptable thing to do. So you take the puppy, put it back in the kennel after it's playtime. Set your timer for however much time is remaining in that hour. So if your puppy played for 15 minutes, then you would set your timer for 45 minutes. Then you repeat the process outside. Potty, grate, play, back in your kennel. Now, if the pup at any point does not potty when you take it outside, it comes into the house and goes right back into its kennel. And then in 10 minutes, you try again. And you repeat that process until the puppy does potty and you're able to reward it with playtime. One of the things I do is I hang a doorbell from my doorknob. And this is just a Christmas bell that I put a ribbon on and hang from the doorbell. Every time I let the puppy out, I ring the doorbell and then let the puppy out. As the puppy gets older and starts noticing the doorbell, I'll maybe hold it in my hand and let the puppy touch it. And as a reward, I open the door and it gets to go out. After some time, you can, instead of holding the bell in your hand, you can just let it hang from the door. Show it to the dog. If the dog rings it, then you open the door, it gets to go out and it gets to go potty. Also, as the puppy gets older, so I would say maybe 12 to 16 weeks of age, you can begin leaving it in its kennel for a longer period of time or extending the amount of time that it needs between potty breaks. So at at 12 to 16 weeks, I would probably extend it to 2 hours. So it's in its kennel for 2 hours, then you take it out to go potty. If it potties, reward is playtime. You can also at that point increase the amount of time that playtime is. So maybe it's, instead of 20 minutes, maybe 30 or 40 minutes. But like I said before, the thing is, it has to be supervised. One moment, please. Marvel, 9, here. Marvel, here. Good boy, Plutz. So, let's see. One of the worst things that you can do is teach your dog that it's okay to potty in its bed. And the way that you would do this would be to not pay attention to the amount of time that has passed and allow your puppy to potty in their bed. Then usually what happens, oh, my puppy is sitting in its own mess. So you let it out while you clean up the mess. In the puppy's eye, you have just said, oh, good job, you pottied in your kennel. Here's a reward. Come on out. So that's the worst thing you can do. The puppy potty training is really something that you have to stay on top of. So for bigger dogs, with my German Shepherds, it has taken probably 2 weeks for each of them to be potty trained. Not that they're they have bigger bladders, it's really pretty easy. Smaller puppies will probably take longer. I would probably double that time for smaller puppies. I hope this has been a help. I'm Jessica Mashburn with OK Lady Canine Training.